Welcome, everyone, to this ClickCreate Artist Spotlight. Today, we have Empress Trash. What inspires you to create?
Mental illness. I have to create, otherwise I get really mentally unstable. And a lot of that, I have a bad background, really bad trauma. It's really it's not even a want, it's a need. And sometimes I don't even want to do it. I just have to do it. So, and I have to learn to be okay, this is what I am and this is what I do, and being okay with that. When it comes to what inspires me, subject matter, definitely the feminine experience, being a woman, and then also themes about consumerism. Also just I like making fun of things a lot and not necessarily taking things too seriously, just because especially when dealing with heavy topics, I think humor can help. And then also the last on that is I gain a lot of happiness from exploring things and discovering new processes or new visual things, either for me new, or as I keep pushing, it's well, this is new, this is something that hasn't really been seen before.
What words describe your artistic style?
Words other people use are trash, English, and surreal. I've had that thrown at me. I would just use I'm digital mixed media. As if I was a traditional artist and I was using all the different types of media to create work, it would just be called mixed media. And I kind of view each genre kind of a different media. And so that's why I would just be I'm digital mixed media, because I'm using AI, video, 3D sometimes, Procreate a lot, and I'm just kind of playing around and experimenting.
What are your goals as a digital artist?
It's always changing, I would say, depending on where I'm at. I think a lot of it is self-discovery and expression, which is just a baseline thing of art. But then also there comes in wanting to help other people, especially other women who have gone through some of the stuff that I have, and show that you can get through it, and if you just keep on keeping on and take care of yourself. I think that is one hard drive of mine. There can be lofty ideas of oh, I want to heal the world and all this stuff, but I kind of actually don't care about that anymore. When I used to think oh, I'm gonna heal the world, it was this idea of wanting to be accepted by everyone almost. It wasn't as altruistic as it seemed once I unpacked it. And once I did, I was oh, well, here's a more realistic thing of helping people who resonate with it as instead of everybody. I think on a material level, I definitely I seeing my art bigger. I do get that ego stroke when it's on display and everything. So I definitely that drives me too, is getting it exhibited and everything. So yeah.
What's next on your artistic journey?
Well, I'm working on possibly my first solo show, which we still have to work out some details of that, so I can't talk about everything. I am working on a fundraiser drop for a nonprofit here in Mexico City, and I think I'm going to be doing it through Transient Labs because I want to put together more of a story with it. So the organization here in Mexico City is called ArtPro. ArtPro does mindfulness and art therapy for children who have survived either sex trafficking or were born in prison, because here in Mexico, if you're pregnant in prison, your child is just born and raised in prison. And then they also are starting to work with neurodivergent kids too. So kids with autism. They're just this great organization that is, from my experiences and everything, working on the cutting edge of like how to help with early intervention with a lot of these issues. And a lot of these issues I experienced as a child. So I've been working for a while on doing a fundraiser for them.